The government closed the Bibby Stockholm barge. Yes, that's right. The government are going to shut down the Stockholm barge, which houses migrants. So that means that we'll see migrants no longer housed on that. They'll be allowed to wander the streets and around and get involved in criminality. The government has decided to shut it down, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. I don't know where they're going to find somewhere where these migrants are supposed to live. Will they put them in hotels or what? According to Starmer, he wants people to take in migrants. Well, not going to happen, Starmer. It'll never happen because people will not do that. You can't trust them. These migrants, you don't know what they're going to do. I mean, who's to say that if people start homing these migrants, putting them in their own homes, you never know what trouble they're going to cause. So I'm afraid to say, Starmer, it's not going to happen. It's a non-starter and people will not do it. This is what happens when the last government, the Conservatives of Sunak, let so many people, these migrants, into the country. He doesn't care. He didn't care one bit where they go. I mean, they've got to be put up in hotels because there's no houses for them, and there's nowhere else for them to go. I mean, you've got tents springing up, tents of migrants springing up in London at the moment because they've got nowhere to live. What's Starmer going to do? Is he going to build homes for these migrants? Is it going to be homes for migrants? Is he going to tell the councils in the country to start building homes only for the migrants, not for anybody else? Our own people are waiting for homes. They've been waiting for years for homes to live in. And it looks like the migrants are going to jump the housing queue. I tell you now that if they do build homes for migrants and they put them in, there's going to be trouble. Starmer will have trouble on his hands. I mean, these migrants, they just come into the country on dinghies and they expect to be looked after. They've paid no taxes, they've paid nothing into the system, and they've just walk in and get what they want. Whose side are the governments on? I mean, we had enough with the last government of Sunak, and now it looks like we got the same with Starmer and his clowns. But like I said, if these migrants do end up jumping the housing queue, there's going to, like I said, there will be trouble. People will not accept this, and they will not like it. And it could cost Starmer his job at the next election if this goes through. We'll just have to wait and see. I suppose there'll be the usual do-gooders who'll be saying that they should be housed. I'm afraid to say there's not enough housing stock as it is for our own people to live in, let alone looking for putting the migrants in homes. It's gonna cause a lot of trouble. This is Starmer doesn't know what he's letting himself in for. All this trouble is gonna cause. And well, if there is trouble, it'll be his own fault. Their own fault for doing this. If councils are told they must build homes for migrants, they'll have to start building homes for them every day, because there's no land at the moment for houses to be built on. Where are they going to be built? Like I said, you can't trust this government or trust Starmer. He's a liar, and you just can't trust him. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off, and I'll see you all again in another